Welcome back. So, let's talk the new event, Operation Earthshield. Now that I've played around with it a little bit, let's talk about some of the rewards and how we get some things. So, the first thing you should know, compared to several of the other events, this event is fairly heavily monetized. Let's just get that out there right off the bat in front of everything. Okay? So, number one, there is a battle pass with this. It costs you 900 gold, it gets you access to a premium track, it works exactly the same as the normal battle pass, except there's only 30 levels to it, and it is exclusive to this Halloween game mode, which, by the way, is actually really fun. But we'll get into that in a minute. So, if you pick it up, you get a handful of things. You get 3 self-help kits, they're like self-revives. You get a cool Halloween decal, and you get a random Halloween event squad. Now, you also will get one of those upon reaching level 1, so I have 2 of them. There's a total of 4 of them. If you don't get the battle pass, like if you don't spend any gold whatsoever, you can get 2 squads. If you spend the gold, you can get 4, okay? Now, they're for each nation, and they're entirely random. At least as far as I can tell. At least that's what it says. It says it's random, but so far, personally, I've been getting them in the order that they appear. So, I got the American squad first, I got the German squad second, but everything on the battle pass says that it's random, so that's just the way the cookie crumbled for me. Theoretically, you could get the Japanese squad or the Russian squad, where I went America, Germany, right? Cool. Now, on top of that, there are some weapons that are unique to the Battle Pass. Now, this is important both for your normal Enlisted and for the game mode. So, basically, at level 2, you unlock the FG42 2B, and what this does is it gives you one Halloween skinned FG42 for your normal Enlisted. You can put it wherever you want. I'll probably end up putting it in the squad that came from this. But the squad's flexible. We'll get into that in a minute too. The other thing is, once you start collecting these unique weapons, there's a chance of a unique weapon dropping in the crates that you pick up in match, and that percentage chance, according to the battle pass, is 50%. So right now, because I don't have any, every time I go to a box, I'm going to get one of the random weapons that are in there, which so far I've seen the Sten, I've seen a PPD, it's the 25 round PPD, like the really early one, the MP40, the shotgun, and the grease gun. Like the trench gun shotgun and the grease gun. So far, that's what I've seen. So, there might be more in that box. I don't think that there is. I think the way you get more advanced weapons is by leveling up the pass, and some of these are free, some of them aren't. So, like the FG42 is free, the STG is not. The Thompson 50 is free, but the PPSH 41 is not. The Type 100 is free, but the 1919 A6 is not. And that basically rounds out the battle pass. Like, there's some stuff in there, like icons or silver or like appearance change orders. You know, just the normal fluff that fluffs out the battle pass. I'm not sure what the challenges are going to be for everybody, but at least for me, it was play a match, then 2 time played. So one was 30 minutes, one was 60 minutes. So play the game, you get points. It's not too bad. You got a month to do this, so getting through stuff won't be too bad. I haven't done the hard mode yet. I'm kind of waiting until I've got better weapons to do the hard mode. The normal mode isn't that bad, though. The first time that I ran it, I'll upload that as a separate video, because I actually talked a little bit while I was recording that. The first time was interesting. I got myself down a few times because I was, like, testing things. And because I was an idiot. There were a few times when I was just a complete idiot. But pretty early on, I got myself down because I wanted to see how the self-revive worked. It's literally just a self-revive. You've got like 3 charges, or at least I've got 3 charges. I'm not sure if they recuperate between missions. I feel like they don't because you can buy them for gold. So, generally speaking, I think you should avoid using your self-help kit as much as you can. It's something that I think you should use if everybody's down and you need to try to recover, but other than that, I would not use them. I blew through a few of mine in the first run before I figured that out, but I'm telling you so that you don't. Now, the difference between the hard mode and the normal mode, as far as I can tell, is the use number on the self-help kit. It goes to 1, whereas normally you can, use several of them. The other thing is I assume that the enemies are going to be more difficult, but as I haven't done it, I can't really comment on it yet. As far as the normal mode, it seems like the objectives are a little bit different from map to map, but they're still similar. So, for example, the first objective, I've done Normandy, and I've done the Pacific. And in both of them, you start with a radio dispatch to headquarters. Basically, it's like a take and hold objective. You go there, you hit the radio transmits. If the enemies hit the radio, it slows the transmission or it cancels it, so you have to keep them off the radio. You have to do this 3 times, then you can move on to the next one. The second objective in the Pacific was closing gates. I don't remember what the second one was in Normandy. I want to say that... Well, actually, it might have been closing gates for the first objective in Normandy and the radio this... I don't know. Regardless, eventually you have to fight some boss enemies, so it'll be like your normal enemies, so your Uber soldiers, whatever forms of them, because they do come in all of the various forms, the bikers, the airborne, whatever, right? But there'll be like 3 elites, they'll be like glowing purple, and then there'll be a boss, and he'll be like a, big old guy. He's just kind of tanky, you can kite him around. And then the next objective is like a almost King of the Hill, like holdout style mode. There's an altar. You go to the altar, you activate it. There's a total of 200 enemies on normal that have to be eliminated. They come in multiple waves. They will come from all angles. In my experience, the best way to handle them is to let them come at you. You need to kill enough of them that you can break their line and get behind them, and then, because you're in like a big domed circle where you can't get out, just kite them around the circumference of the circle. But the initial point is getting through them, because they come from every direction, so you can just start out on the edge, but I feel like you wanna like kite them into the middle, break through them, and then circle around. At least that's how I've found the most success. Your mileage may vary. There may be more effective means of doing it. I know on one of the radio objectives, one of my teammates was on top of some, like, steel cables, and that seemed to keep him safe, so there may be quirks from map to map, and there are multiple maps, which is nice. As far as dealing with the holes, like the portals, they're like emergence holes from Gears. You throw a grenade in them, they blow up. You get more grenades from the ammo box when you're out, I think. At least during that phase. Because there was another phase where I was trying to get, like, grenades from an ammo box, and it didn't seem like I got them. And then your last phase is getting to extraction. Extraction's a half-track. If you get in the half-track, you can still shoot out of it. It just starts a timer for your squad to get in and leave. Getting in at first, you get access to the 50 cal on the roof, so that's pretty nice. All in all, it's a pretty cool event. It's not too hard. Some of the bosses in like the defense phase can be kind of difficult if you don't know what to expect with them. So they're not like mechanically hard, they're more like surprising. So the first run that I had in Normandy, we ran into the boss after killing the 200 guys at the altar. You fight a boss at the end of the altar. And his mechanic was to fire a laser out and then spin it in a circle. And we almost wiped to it. you just go prone. It's actually really simple. You just go prone. And I mentioned it a little bit while I was recording that, but the difficulty in it really is the shock factor of seeing it the first time. When we dealt with the one in the Pacific, he just shot like a fire breath attack out, and he basically seemed like whatever. Like, he didn't seem dangerous at all. You just kite him around and shoot him. So I think it's going to depend boss to boss. Some of them are going to be more dangerous than others. I kind of feel like with the laser guy, like, the shock value means that if there were ads there the first time you see him, he'd probably wipe, and that probably wouldn't be the most fun thing in the world. But he's so simple that you go prone. Like, realistically, if you have one person kiting him, everybody else can just stay prone the whole time, and there's a good chance that you're going to be fine. So I feel like they should have had ads during that, where there were just other, zombie creatures, demons, whatever, running around, to make it so you couldn't just lay there prone. But I don't know. It's cool. Maybe on hard mode. Like I said, I haven't done hard mode yet. Now, the other thing that I probably should have mentioned earlier, but we'll get into it now. I mentioned that it's pretty heavily monetized. If you look at the shop for Russia and America, there are things you can pick up. So for America, it's the M4A2 76W Demon. It's like the Panzer IV from the Battlescar one from the April Fool's event. It's the same concept. It's a tank, it's got a skin, it looks cool. If you want it, pick it up. If you don't. It's, as far as I can tell, not a premium, but I could be wrong. I'm like 99% sure that it is not a premium, and that it just goes on a normal 2nd Armored Division squad. But it does look cool. I'll give them that. It does look very cool. Now, the other one is the RD-44B. Now, this one is where I'm a little bit iffy. Like, the Battle Pass, I think it's fine. It's like 900 gold, and it gets you extra event squads. We've had events before where we've just gotten 4 squads. We've had events where we've not, so, I mean, I prefer when things are free, but when they aren't, that's fine, I guess. I don't really have a strong opinion on that one. I think it's kind of weird running 2 battle passes at the same time, but, whatever. I'll probably have a stronger opinion on it towards the end of the event, and I'll probably comment on it again then. This one, though, this is the one that I kind of take issue with. This one's weird. So, it costs as much as a premium squad. It's 2,960 gold. And I think that's kind of scuffed. But what you're getting is 4 RD-44 light machine guns, which they're like basically the end of the Soviet tech tree. So you get enough of them that you can fully outfit a squad. Or you can realistically, you can outfit 1 machine gun squad and throw 1 on the machine gunner you've got in some other squad. Probably an assault squad, I would guess. But they're BR5 light machine guns, so they're only going to be useful to you in base enlisted if you're at BR5. If you are there, it's cool that it's a skin, I guess, and it's cool that you're getting 4 of them, so, like, theoretically you can, use a whole squad's worth of them. But they also come with the RD-44 in the Halloween event, so they work the same as any of the weapons in the Battle Pass, so basically, you've got a 50% chance every time you open the box of getting a unique weapon, and this could be that unique weapon. So every other box you open, you should be getting some sort of cool unique weapon. If this is the only one you've got so far, well, then this is the one that you'll have. The problem that I take with this is, like, it's 2,960 gold. Like, that's a lot of fucking gold. And you're just getting 4 reskin light machine guns that are in the tech tree. Like even the tank doesn't cost that much. The tank is only like 2,100, which for a non-premium tank, it's still kind of a lot. But like, this isn't a squad. This is just have 4 guns. It's also the only way to get it in the event. So I'm sure that they're gonna get some people that get it just because, hey, it's in the event and they want to use it. But like, for the same amount of gold, you could get the Soviet medic squad, the female medics, and that's kind of a cool, unique squad. I don't know. It feels like a lot of gold for 4 machine guns that you can just research in the tech tree. And on top of that, I guess the thing that kind of concerns me is you're probably going to get people who do research these who are at like BR1 or BR2, or not research, like buy these that are at like BR1 or 2. And they're going to be like, yeah, that's a cool gun. They're going to throw it on their lineup, and their lineup is going to be like all BR2 stuff and then a machine gun squad with RD44s. And then they're going to get into BR5 and they're going to have a shit time. I don't know. Like, it's cool because it's a skin. It's not cool because it's a lot of gold. And I don't know, it just rubs me the wrong way. Like, I don't necessarily think that it's wrong to do this way, but I feel like there was a different way to go about this. I think what I would have liked to have seen for skin weapons, you know, literally weapons that are the same as other weapons but reskinned, I think I would prefer them to just be a skin that you can toggle on to all of the weapons that you have, rather than being individual weapons. Like if this was selling an RD44 skin pack where you picked it up and you got RD44 skins, and any RD44 you have can look like this or can look normal, I think I could get behind it more then. Although I still think that it's kind of a big ask price-wise for it. I don't know, I feel like skins and other things that I play are cheaper. And this isn't just a skin, this is just raw power, so I don't know. Let me know what you think down below. So far, I think the event is pretty fun. I think that it shows promise for Darkflow to potentially make other PvE-focused mission sets in the future. I'd be curious to see some objective-driven PvE modes. But yeah, it's neat. I'll have more in the future to talk about with either this event or similar related things. This is just where I am today. I just wanted to get information out about the things that are being sold, how you unlock things, all that. But I'll probably, as I play more, develop like a tactics set, and maybe I'll talk about that in a video. We'll see. I mean, it's zombies. I'm pretty sure everybody kind of more or less gets the idea of how you fight against them, but maybe I'll put something out. As per usual, get out there, kick ass, take names, and hold Earth.